so amazing. You see how they playing. Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good? Welcome to another Live Wire Sports Media Update. All right, so we getting a lot of Indiana Fever workout videos, and we just had a couple of Caitlin Clark ones. Now we have Aliyah Boston, and we already know that Aliyah Boston is set to play in Rival in January, and it makes more sense that she starts to work on her game and do a lot of different stuff, and she's working with the new um, developer Keith Porter, who came from Connecticut to join Stephanie White's staff. And you already see what he could do with Caitlin Clark, her game, improving a lot of things with her handle and stuff like that. But the thing about what we were so critical about Aliyah Boston last year was when she came in overweight, and it took her about the second half of the season to get her weight and manage her weight to be able to run up and down the floor, because she wasn't able to run up and down the floor with Caitlin Clark. Being honest, none of them was in the beginning until late in the first half of the season, going into the break, and then the second half of the season. But Aaliyah Boston did made a vow to it at the exit interview at the end of the season that she wants to run more, and she knows playing with Caitlin Clark, she's got to be that big. You got to understand, Hannah Stokey over there in Iowa was running with her. And I do believe Hannah Stokey is just probably a little smaller than Leo Boston, but around the same height. And if she was able to run with her, and I forgot the young lady that was their center, she was able to run with Leo Boston. You could run with Caitlin Clark. You just got to get your weight managed. Now, in this workout video, it showed a lot of different things: her mid range, her post up, using her left, using her right, driving to the basket, layups. And that's where I love how Keith Porter does. He puts a body on her, make her change direction and stuff like that. And if I know that she wasn't shooting threes in the she wasn't shooting threes in the workout video, and which I'm not worried about her shooting threes. I know she could shoot threes. It's not like Angel Reese that putting out a bunch of workout videos of her shooting threes. You know, I don't know why, because that's not part of her game. And then she does have a slow release at that. But anyway, but we know Leo Boston game could involve a little bit more, and I think it will involve a little bit more. And from this video, it shows that is evolving to me, and what I love about it, because she's really her and Caitlin Clark is going to be the best 1-2 punch in the league as a guard center combo, and then you already gonna have Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are the two best backcourt duels in the league. So you're gonna have that combination where Aaliyah picked up last year. She started assisting more. She didn't score as much like she did in the beginning of the season, but she was moderate with her scoring. And then that she had some big games where she was the leading scorer of the team. And then, the main thing is, getting her to move her feet a little bit more defensively, blocking shots a little bit more. I would love to see her definitely pick up her block shots and defense a little bit more. Um, I would love to see her be Defensive Player of the Year for the Indiana Fever. That's where I'm looking at it. You get her to be the MVP, her to be the Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, keep it all in the house. So, and I think Leah Boston has the tangibles to do it. I know, like I said, I know we've been hard on her. I know we've been really critical of her, and especially when her not eating and being in shape. But I think she's dedicated. I think from this video, it shows that she's very dedicated, and you don't have to take my word for it, but you can see for yourself. I did clip the volume on it, so I don't want to have to get copyright on it. All right, so you get to see that. You got to see a variety of Aliyah Boston techniques and the stuff that she's working on. And I love that she's really been working on her form. Her form is a little bit better, hitting the mid-range shots. It's a little high, but she's hitting them. She's driving to the basket. She's bumping. Because the thing about it is when you playing really at game speed, all of them has to come and play. You know what I'm saying? And I love what Keith Porter is doing now. They are working out at Worcester Academy in Boston, so that's a pretty good, you know, good thing. I don't know if he still lives that way right now before he moves down to Indiana, so we don't know. But it's great to see that she's putting in the time. That's the main thing. Put in the time. You already got Melissa Smith over there playing in China. You already got Kelsey Mitchell over there playing. You know what I'm saying? And they getting games rep in. Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hall, and Caitlin, they're not getting any game rep in now. And Katie Lou, which Katie Lou, Lexi, and Boston will be playing in our rival. And I definitely do want to see Keith Porter work with Lexi. I want to see a video of him working with Katie Lou because the more he could develop their game, it's going to help the Indiana Fever a whole lot more. I honestly, to be honest with you, I want him to see him work with Melissa Smith. I would love to see him sh- use some different techniques with Melissa Smith, show, what she could do better in her game, where she could be a little bit more effective as a player. You know, uh, when you have a guy that's his reputation is to develop players, it helps a whole lot. If your two star players, Caitlin and Aaliyah Boston could take their game a little bit higher, then that means everybody else should be able to take their game a little bit higher. I'm sure he's going to work with Kelsey Mitchell, show her some things, and I'm sure he's going to work with Lexi. I want to see him work with Lexi. I do want to see a video of him working with Lexi. I do want to see a video of him working with Katie Lou. I do, until Melissa Smith is traded off the team or whatever the case may be, I do want to see him work with her because I think she needs that. I think you have to have a certain see the thing about it is when they was with Chrissy Side, she didn't bring a development person in there. She just probably let them play to their strength or whatever the case might be. But when you have a guy that's know how or somebody that knows how to develop a person, it helps a whole lot. It makes you want to go out there and say, you know what, hey, I got this. This person know how to do this. This is how you attack the defense. This is what you should do. This is how you place your body. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see Aaliyah Boston out here working on her game because guess what? When you do play it on rival, she's going to be able to have to use some of that technique and shooter wise because she's going to have to run up and down the court. There's going to be some running up and down the court, but it does look like Aaliyah Boston has lost around about 10 to 15 pounds, which that's good. And I think something else she should work on, like most trainers work, work in the water to strengthen up their legs and be a little bit faster and stuff like that's something like trainers do, races and stuff like that. So I think a lot. I think I just really felt like this unrivaled thing kind of is a good thing and is a bad thing to me because especially you going into your third year with a new head coach, Caitlin going her second year. I think all of these off-season workouts should be crucial to all of them, get a lot of fundamental training to go into the 2025 season. That's what I think it should be. Most of them want to play basketball. Then once you get all of that in, because you think about it, as long as Keith Porter there, he's going to train them. He's going to get them right and everything. Like I said again, I'm glad that Aliyah Boston is taking initiative. Now, you already know her counterpart, Caitlin Clark. She was all on it. She was covering it. And she was like, this is what she had to say. She said, you got me fired up. And Aliyah Boston said, as you should be, like that. So you could tell Caitlin Clark got the itch. She keeps the itch. And you imagine Keith Porter working with him and her and Aliyah Boston together on 1-2 combos. That's what I'm just like. This it's such an exciting time for the Indiana Fever right now. I'm just loving it just to see this team flourish and come back in with a whole sense of purpose. And I think their mentality this year is going to be championship. It's not going to be to make the playoff. They did that already. Their main mentality to come into the season is championship. That's what it is. It's not going to be anything else. Anything short of that is not going to be acceptable. So that's why I think it's important this season when this team steps on the floor, they're going to come out gunning. So let me know what you think about Aliyah Boston workout video. I like it. I love what I see from her. I think she's putting in the work. She done lost a few pounds, so that's a good sign. And hey man, until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next episode, peace. I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.